I told you
We've got to deal with all this.
Don't you bring sleeping bags?
I did warn him, it's gonna be long.
She did.
Alright,
Yeah.
we should be live, let me double check that. Alright, we're back on. We're back on, so I'm gonna read the next item. 0744-24, communication sponsored by Alder Pete on behalf of the city clerk's office, submitting a new application for a Class B retail fermented malt beverage and intoxicating liquor license for Pub 41 LLC, DBA Pub 41 Banquet Hall, located at 3701 Durant Ave. Their sign agent, 11th District.
So this is really a cleanup item before the committee. This was an alcohol license application that came before the committee, along with several other applications, including a dance hall license and amusement device license. The committee approved the alcohol license, it went to common council, it got approved. This item was deferred so that he could submit a new application. He is still working on that, so because the title of the item is alcohol beverage license, we figured that we could just clean this item up. If you could just receive and file this item, when they do submit a new application or set of applications, we'll get that back before you for consideration. So I would ask for a motion to.
So moved. Second, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Alright, next item, 0110-25, communication sponsored by Alder Pete on behalf of the city clerk's office, submitting a new application for a waste tire generator license, LA Tires LLC, DBA, JL Used Tires 2, located at 1504 Douglas Ave. Luis Batista is the owner in the 4th District.
Everything in order?
No record or
Motion.
anything.
All right, move to approve. Is there-
I'm sorry, but I have a question.
Hmm?
Why do these even come before us?
It's in the ordinance.
Is it?
Yep, okay.
Change it.
Any
Fire.
further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Why do do these tires?
Alright, next one is 0111-25, communication sponsored by Alder Pete on behalf of the city clerk's office, submitting a renewal application for a waste tire generator license, LA Tires LLC, DBA, JL Used Tires, located at 1626 Douglas Ave, Luis Batista, owner, 4th District.
Same thing, is there a
Move to
motion?
approve.
Second?
Second.
Opposed? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion
Can
carries.
I take the next
Yes,
two together, or do you want me to do the?
Put them together.
yep, you can put them together.
Alright, so I'm just gonna, bear with me here. 0113-25 and 015025, communication sponsored by Alder Pete on behalf of the City of Racine Police Department for the licensed premise report. And then we'll take up 0112-25 and 014925, communication sponsored by Alder Pete requesting any consideration, any formal expression of concern or other actions pursuant to the police report.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So far, this year, the calls for service at the bars have been at a minimum, for almost all the bars. There's two right now that are starting to come on my radar, which is 626 Select and Kayla's Bar. Since January 25th, 627 has, either 6 calls for service or officer-initiated calls, which is kind of high, or pretty high, since they just started, back in December. I think when they got their license and opened up.
That is.
And I think it's at 8 if you include from the time they opened up until now. So 8 calls of service that we've been there or had to give it extra attention for some type of reason. Looks like with 627, their main thing right now is they're parking in Tino's parking lot and the BP station. Tino's did state the one day that we did talk to the owner that they did not want anyone in their parking lot parking or hanging around. So we have to find all the cars or either ticket and tow them from them. And next time they're open, they park there again. Now we're starting to bleed into the BP parking lot, the gas station, which the tenant at that time or the clerk said he didn't mind. I don't think he thought the problem. supervisor, so at that time, he said he didn't care that they were there. But I see that as it starts to get warmer, it's gonna become a problem.
Yeah.
They also, with 7, there was a report on the
Oh,
30th
those
of
little ices?
possible adult entertainment going on. So with follow-up, we did the license premise check, we didn't actually see anything, but that was the day after, next week. So, been in compliance so far from what I know, but, we've had several calls for fights, since then.
Been open that long,
Yeah,
eh?
no.
Okay,
It's the old reruns bar.
okay.
Kayla's bar had just fights, but it's always called in by the bartender. So I'm gonna ding them on that, because anytime they have a problem, they do give us a call to handle the situation, but because of the amount of calls for service they had since January 25th, which is 4, kind of, they're 2 compared to most bars.
Yep.
Yep. On both, well, I know they don't tolerate that stuff there. The last fight with the women, they just came in and then started wailing on somebody in there, from my understanding. And, I had concerns, I've been getting a lot of calls about 1111 Washington Avenue. I was concerned about giving them a license. They said they were gonna control the parking, but they're blocking driveways and everything else, and, I don't know if we have to call them in. I mean, to me, it's a safety issue with all the cars that park out there. I don't know if we can call them in because of this, or,
I think the committee is well within its rights to call them in due to all the issues that were pointed out, by Sergeant Neighbors. So, if you wanted to make a call, it would be a motion for a formal expression.
I would like to do that. Make a
I'll
motion.
second it. I guess I can, well, you,
No, that, just the one bar, not Kayla's?
No, Kayla's, because they called the cops and dealt with it, so I'm.
okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further yes, ma'am.
Yeah, before we don't, include any other bars for calling in, I just had some questions. There was some video floating around, and I thought it was a Kayla's Bar.
Yeah, it
Did you
was.
get your hands on that? Were you guys aware of that?
Yeah,
Which video?
the fight,
Yeah, where the women came in there and started
yeah.
wailing on them.
That was just February 20th, that was the other day.
Yeah, and there was just some concern, just because I did see some comments on, online about, having security and according, looking at the fights, there was. So, all right, well, let's get you that video, and we can go, if they keep with the trend, they'll keep coming on, if they're addressing it, they're not gonna be on, but.
But Kayla was called about that fight, right? The one on the 20th?
And it's stated,
Yes, 6 girls physically fighting and throwing drinks.
that's it. Although it said officer initiated a call for service.
And so it kind of blended into, officer initiated calls for service, meaning they're in the area, they're either sitting across the street or kind of just watching the flow of traffic coming in and out the bar. And then as they're sitting there, a call comes in from inside the bar that there's a fight. So it's 2 separate calls because the officer initiated the call, so you get a complaint number for the officer initiated the call. Then you get another complaint number for the actual fight. Because they're one and the same, just kind of combine the two because he was already there.
Any further questions? All right, we had a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next two. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you are done with the report, I just need a motion to recommend for approval for 011301.
Second. She approved it.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And I'll need a,
Motion,
let's receive and file 011225, and then we can approve 014925, so that item comes to.
okay.
All right.
Can I get a
I'm,
motion?
so moved. Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Amber, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's like herding cats, isn't it?
Huh?
It's like herding cats.
Is there a motion? No. You might not wanna go.
Oh,
Well, how do I know?
Great.
Are we adjourned?
Yeah.
We're adjourned.